All right, welcome to Logical Black Man. So, here to discuss a possible solution for how to define a catch. Of course, many of you are aware of the controversial touchdown overturned, the recent Ravens-Steelers game, heavy rivalry, all that. I do apologize for the ghetto nature of this video. I don't have any computers, editing software, just an iPhone. Shout out to Jackson Kruger Sports. He's the one who captured this footage and put together this amazing video. I'm just piggybacking off of his footage. So I'm going to show the catch a couple of times, or the play in question. It was ruled not a catch. Well, on the field, it was ruled a touchdown and then overturned. Okay. So here it is again. Lamar Jackson, Isaiah Likely. It was likely a touchdown, but it was overturned. All right. So now we get to how is a catch defined? Okay, well, let's get into it here. Okay, so basically, sorry about the gears turning, it's just my TV. There are three parts of what is considered a catch. So A, secures control of the ball with his hands or arms prior to the ball touching the ground. And, anyway, you get to see what I look like in my messy house. B, touches the ground inbounds with both feet or with any part of his body other than his hands. And those two are pretty straightforward. Most people understand those. And then C, so it includes this as well. After A and B have been fulfilled, clearly performs any act common to the game, okay? Such as, extend the ball forward, take an additional step, tuck the ball away and turn upfield, blah, blah, blah. And this is the most important part of the phrase. Or he maintains control of the ball long enough to do so. So either he performs any one of these acts common to the game, extend the ball, additional step, turn upfield, or maintains control of the ball long enough to do so. That is really the key, long enough to do so. So I think people get caught up in the, performs a football act. Okay, like, why does he need to do that when he's in the end zone? Okay, he's in the field of play. He's got both feet in bounds, control of the ball. He doesn't have to go upfield. He has accomplished a goal. He has scored a touchdown. Most people understand it if it's in the field of play, between the two goal lines. If he's on, let's say, the 40-yard line or something, he's trying to turn the ball upfield or avoid a tackle or anything. Most people understand the concept of a football act. So here's the deal. This is poorly worded is what this is. So it's not so much, this is my interpretation, okay? It's not so much about an act common to the game. It's about controlling the ball long enough for them to determine that it's a catch. So what the NFL needs to do is simply rephrase this into a component of time, or should I say a unit of time. So instead of saying an act common to the game, they just need to say control of the ball for 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds or 2.5 seconds or whatever the amount of time is. They can have an NBA style clock where it breaks down to even tenths or hundredths of a second, and they can establish some exact amount of time, whether it's from all the thousands of hours of existing footage, if they want to get a couple of hundred, quarterbacks and receivers onto, practice fields, AI simulations, whatever the case. But the point is they just need to come up with an exact amount of time. And I'd say 2 seconds sounds about right. Let's see. 1, 2. It's almost out. Now, if we make it 2 seconds, again, if 1, 2, okay, so it's actually not a catch because his feet aren't down. He has control over it, but his feet aren't down. 1, 2, and the ball's already coming out. So I'd say by my just made up number of 2 seconds, that would not be a catch. But the point is you have a number, you have a timer. I call it the catchometer. And the refs will just have, they will start that from the moment, you can see what's in my feed, right? But they'll start it from the moment he has control and both feet down. So the moment both A and B are satisfied, those two conditions, then you start the clock on C. And then whatever the time is, either the guy has control of it long enough or he doesn't. and so then it becomes a catch or not a catch. So anyway, that's my solution. If you like the video, please like the video. This is Logical Black Man. I'm out.